Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth. To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. My name is Belis Kweta. Thanks for joining us today. On the news making the headlines, Democracy Day, I have recorded notable achievements Buhari boasts. World Health Organization's warn on virus acceleration in Africa. North Korea questions need to keep holding hands with the USA. UK economy shrinks record to 20.4 due to lockdown. And on sports won't return now, insists the PTF boss. Stay with us as we bring you details of the news after the break.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femima.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
Welcome back now on our news in full. Democracy Day, I have recorded notable achievements Buhari boasts. President Muhammadu Buhari assessed his regime as the nation commemorates Democracy Day and returned a verdict that he has recorded notable achievements. Buhari made the declaration in the nationwide broadcast to the nation. The president says he has recorded notable achievements in the course of implementing the 9 priority objectives and are establishing a solid foundation for the future success. On the economic front, his objectives have remained to stabilize the macroeconomy, achieve agricultural and food security, ensure energy sufficiency in power and petroleum products, develop infrastructure, fight corruption, and improve governance. He has witnessed 11 quarters of consecutive GDP growth since exiting recession. The GDP grew from 1.91% in 2018 to 2.27% in 2019, but declined to 1.87% in the first quarter of 2020 as a result of the decline in global economy activities due to COVID-19 pandemic. And now moving forward, COVID-19 yet to reach its peak, Buhari tells ECOWAS. President Muhammadu Buhari charged the ECOWAS Commission to come up with an economic recovery plan to help member states to recover from the economic devastation caused by COVID-19. Buhari also lamented that COVID-19 had yet to reach its peak in West Africa and warned against laxity in the fight against the pandemic. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, indicated that the president spoke during a virtual meeting with the president of the commission, Jean Cassibrou. Shehu said Buhari, in his capacity as the ECOWAS COVID-19 champion, agreed to provide logistic support to enable the sub-region to receive and distribute procured and donated medical equipment, using Abuja as a hub for the distribution. He called on member states to continually sensitize their citizens on preventive measures. He also urged member states to work closely in order to overcome the pandemic in the sub-region. The president of the ECOWAS Commission used the occasion to condole with the government and people of Nigeria on the latest Boko Haram attack on Gubo local government in Borno State. During this course of people were killed. And another news story, Anambra State Governor orders for market shut and imposes curfew over COVID-19 violation. The Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, has announced the closure of Eke Oka Central Market from Monday. A public service announcement by the Secretary of the Anambra State Government, Professor Solo Chukwulobelu, said the decision was because of the disobedience to COVID-19 protocols by traders and customers. The government also imposed curfew on the Oka South local government area, where the market is situated, from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily. The announcement stated that it is as a result of non-compliance by the market traders and customers with the COVID-19 protocols, including wearing protective face masks, provision of running water and soap for washing hands, and keeping of physical distancing. Another news from around Africa, the World Health Organization warns of virus acceleration in Africa. The coronavirus pandemic has been confirmed in over 180 countries globally since it was first discovered in the Chinese city of Wuhan in late December 2019. The World Health Organization, WHO, has since declared its pandemic due to its spread. All African countries have since recorded cases as governments roll out measures to combat the spread. The World Health Organization says the pandemic in Africa is accelerating, and that while it took 98 days for the continent to reach 100,000 coronavirus cases, it took just 18 days to get to 200,000. The WHO Africa chief Matshidiso Moeti said that the community transition has begun in more than half of Africa's 54 countries, and that is a serious sign. The virus largely arrived on the continent via travelers from Europe and is spreading beyond capital cities and commercial hubs into more rural areas where many health systems are unequipped to handle cases that require intensive care. Moeti pointed out South Africa, where the virus has spread from Western Cape province, centered on Cape Town, into more rural Eastern Cape. South Africa has the continent's highest number of cases, with more than 55,000 cases. And still from around Africa, Burundi cabinet wants court to declare presidency vacant. Burundi will seek a constitutional interpretation on how to proceed over the power vacuum created by the death of President Pierre Nkurunziza. The first Vice President, Gaston Sidimwo, chaired an extraordinary council of ministers cabinet meetings which agreed to refer the issue to the apex court. Cabinet wants the court to declare the vacancy of the post of President of the Republic following the death of Pierre Nkurunziza, a tweet by the VP's office said. The country is observing a one-week national mourning period. The vacancy will pave the way for the appointment of a replacement for the former president. Nkurunziza was due to hand over power in August to Evariste Ndayishimiye, who won May 2020's elections. And reports after the demise of Nkurunziza suggested that the head of National Assembly, Pascal Nyabenda, was expected to play the acting role till the investiture of Madame Shimie. Meanwhile, more dignitaries continue to troop to the State House to sign a book of condolence. Denise Nkurunziza, wife of former president, also returned from Kenya yesterday, where she had been seeking treatment and undisclosed medical condition. In the issuance of condolence to the government, Chad addressed its official message to Vice President Sidimwo, while the Botswana president addressed his message to Pascal Nyabenda, referred to him as the president of the National Assembly and acting president of Burundi. We're going on a short break right now. When we come back, we get news from North Korea. Stay with us.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth. From a vision, we began a mission. Now we here. A long journey with a beautiful now, touching lives, blessing homes, bringing the best of entertainment, and reaching the ends of the earth by revealing Jesus and releasing destinies. It's been 7 years of God's perfection. Celebration TV at 7. Happy anniversary.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth.
Welcome back now on updates from North Korea. North Korea questions the need to keep holding hands with the United States. North Korea marks the 2-year anniversary of the first summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump by questioning the need to keep holding hands with the U.S. The remarks are a snub to Mr. Trump, who has touted his relationship with Pyongyang and one of the key successes of his presidency. Relations between both countries greatly improved in the lead-up to the historic talks in Singapore in 2018. North Korean Foreign Minister Ri Sung-won said the hope for an improved relationship, which was high in the air under the global spotlight, has now been shifted into despair. The foreign minister says Pyongyang would instead build up more reliable force to cope with the long-term military threat from the United States. However, Mr. Trump and Mr. Kim's summit in Singapore in 2018 was the first meeting between a sitting American president and North Korean leader. The meeting, seen as a breakthrough after decades of antagonism, saw both countries agree in vague terms to work together towards denuclearization. Washington refused to lift sanctions as requested by Pyongyang, insisting that North Korea must first fully abandon its nuclear program. Relations deteriorated in the following months. North Korea also largely cut off contact with South Korea, a relationship which had markedly improved following the collapse of talks with the United States. Right, and more updates from the United States of America. Trump told to back off Seattle's Chaz police-free zone. State authorities in the northwestern U.S. state of Washington have hit back after President Donald Trump threatened to take back a police-free district controlled by protesters in Seattle. Governor Jay Inslee says Mr. Trump will stay off of the state's business, and Seattle's mayor says any invasion of the city will be illegal. Mr. Trump said the area had been overtaken by domestic terrorists. Since police withdrew, demonstrations in the area have been largely peaceful. It has been called CHAZ, an abbreviation of Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Hundreds of people have been gathering there to demonstrate, hear speeches, and attend events. The protest in Seattle, Washington began in response to last month's death in police custody of the unarmed black man George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota. President Donald Trump, who has pushed states to take firm actions against protesters, has meanwhile outlined proposals for reforming police, including greater funding for training and national guidelines on the use of force. However, he dismissed calls for defunding the police as an extreme agenda. Such a measure involves a budget being allocated directly to communities rather than the law enforcement. And right now, on news from the world of business, United Kingdom economy shrinks record 20.4% due to lockdown. The UK's economy shrank by 20.4%, the largest monthly contraction on record, as the full impact of lockdown was felt. The monthly decline was outlined in figures reported by the Office for National Statistics, that's the ONS. The fall is 3 times greater than the decline seen during the whole of 2008 to 2009 economic downturn. The ONS also published the figures of the 3 months from February to April, which showed a decline of 10.4%. The fall in the gross domestic product is the biggest in the UK the UK has ever seen, more than 3 times larger than last month's and almost 10 times larger than the steepest pre-COVID-19 fall, said Jonathan Athol, the Deputy National Statistician from the Economic Statistics of the ONS. Virtually all areas of the economy were hit, with pubs, education, health, and car sales all giving the biggest contributions to this historic fall. Manufacturing and construction also saw significant fall, with the manufacturing of cars and house building particularly badly affected. The UK's trade with the rest of the world was also badly affected by the pandemic, with large fall in both the import and export of cars, fuel, work of arts, and clothing. And still from another business news, experts doubt implementations as the Senate passes 10.8 trillion naira revised budget. The Senate has passed the revised 2020 budget of the 10.81 trillion naira. However, experts expressed doubt in the capacity of the government to raise funds and to implement the budget. The budget was passed at the Senate plenary shortly after the same exercise was carried out at the Committee of Supplies. The approval followed the consideration of the report of the Senator Barao Jibrils-led Committee on Appropriation. The Senate, just like the House of Representatives, increased the budget size of 10.5 trillion naira presented to it by the executive, about 310 billion naira. However, the Senate reconvened barely 2 hours after the approval to add 5 billion naira to the budget. The 5 billion naira addition was to accommodate the differential in the crude oil benchmark, which the parliament raised to $28 per barrel from the $25 proposed by the executive. The amount was added to statutory transfers for benefit of some agencies that were being funded directly from the daily oil sales. The development increased the statutory transfer from 422 billion naira, earlier passed, to 427 billion naira. The sum of 500 billion naira was also passed in the budget as an intervention fund for COVID-19, out of which 186 billion naira was earmarked for the health sector. All right, after the break, we'll give you news from the world of sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mars.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining, and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth. From a vision, we began a mission. Now we're here. A long journey with a beautiful now, touching lives, blessing homes, bringing the best of entertainment, and reaching the ends of the earth by revealing Jesus and releasing destinies. It's been 7 years of God's perfection. Celebration TV at 7. Happy anniversary.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mars.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining, and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1. That is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth.
Welcome back now on updates from the world of sports. Sports won't return now, insist the PTF boss. Chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, has ruled out on any possible return of sporting activities in the country, especially football. Mustafa made this known during a press briefing in Abuja. The League Management Company Chairman, Shehu Diko, has revealed formats considered to conclude the league season, which was suspended on March 15 due to the outbreak of COVID-19. The Sports Ministry also postponed the Edo 2020 National Sports Festival as well due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He also took a subtle jib at the NPFL, stating that the league in Europe were big businesses compared to the Nigerian Professional Football League. And now in another story, transfer window can open before season ends, says the FIFA. FIFA will allow leagues to open their transfer windows before the current delayed season has been completed as football recovers from the impact of the lengthy coronavirus shutdown. FIFA has passed a series of temporary amendments to help deal with the havoc to the football calendar caused by the health crisis. In normal circumstances, the transfer window does not open until the season has been completed, but many leagues are only just restarting, having been halted in March, and will now finish in many cases until late July. However, while transfers will be permitted before the season ends, clubs will not be able to file new signings until the next season begins. In the case of players whose exiting contracts are due to expire before that time, now they would end this on the season, and FIFA has called on clubs to extend those deals in good faith and on terms that are equitable and reasonable. FIFA also recommended that players who have signed the pre-contract agreements to join new clubs on July 1st be allowed to stay at their current clubs until the season ends. And that's where we wrap it up for the news desk today on Celebration TV News Desk. If you're just following us now, you can have this recap of the news making the headlines. Democracy Day, I have recorded notable achievements, Buhari boasts. The World Health Organization's won on virus acceleration in Africa. North Korea questions the need to keep holding hands with the United States. UK economy shrinks records 20.4% due to lockdown. And on sports, sports will return now, insist the PTF boss. And on the photo of the day today, we have a word which says, your first thought in the morning should be thank you. This is simple. Whenever we wake up in the morning, we should be grateful to the Almighty God for making us to see a new day. So before anything, you must appreciate God for giving you life once again and for seeing a bright new day. You can share your thoughts with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Celebration TV. On Instagram, we are My Celebration TV. On Twitter, we are at My Celebration TV. On YouTube, we are www.youtube.com/Celebration TV. And you don't forget that the continuous transformation of our society is a collective responsibility of all. No matter the office you hold, as a nation's president, a thought leader, an opinion molder, a character builder, a professional, or as a person pursuing passion, you have a duty to give your all to making the society a better place for us and the generations to come. So play your parts and do it with all diligence. Thanks for watching the news, and happy Democracy Day to everyone watching. My name is Belis Quetta. You have a beautiful weekend. Thank you.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosu.